Well, Damien, thank you so much for sitting down and chatting with me. Can you just tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name's Damien Maynard, and I'm a teacher here in Putnam County. I'm an art teacher, something I love to do. Father of 3 children, and twin boys and a little girl, and I'm just daddy now.
Now, we know that you have had just a rough couple years. Can you kind of just share a little bit of that with us?
It was right when COVID had hit, so everybody was having struggles and problems at that time. And as we were trimming a tree outside, my wife started having stomach problems. And so we had her go and have a CT scan, and that's when they found out and diagnosed her with cancer. It was a rare form of cancer. It's called neuroendocrine small cell carcinoma. Just took both of her breaths away.
Can you kind of just share a little bit about how that time was for you guys emotionally and just how you guys kept the faith during that time too?
When my wife called me up, she was just had the CT scan that day, and she said, "Hey, they've called me back and they want me to come back into the office." And she said, it can't be good. It's just something in me said, go, you know. Sorry. So something told me to go be with her. So I did. When we got there, she was nervous in the doctor's office, and her doctor walks in, and he said, you've told me before that normally if people call you back into the doctor's office after a procedure, it's probably not the best news. And he said, unfortunately today it's not. So at that point, I knew it was something serious. Phew, gosh. So he said, we saw some things on your scans and some growths. He said, they're pretty big. And we need to send you for some further tests. So we kind of wondered, she was always strong, strongest woman that I've ever known in my entire life. We were floored by the news. She nearly passed out in the doctor's office. And we both just sat there for a long time. I can remember telling her at that point, I said, listen, I know this seems hard, and I have no way to tell you how to feel right now. I said, but we have 2 options. I said, we can give up, we can worry, and let fear overtake us, or we can put our trust in God. And I said, I can tell you what I'm going to do.
Can you kind of just elaborate a little bit on how your faith has just grown in him?
Sure. We weren't given much hope at all. Mm-hmm. The oncologist there basically said, people in your condition have about a year to a year and a half. When we finally made it back home, it took a little while. We sat up for nights. I knew my wife since we were 13. First time I met her was at a football game. So I said, I'll never forget your eyes. And so we just sat up talking about things like that, how we first met. And at that point, I knew it. I told her, I said, I'm by your side 100%. I will stand by you. I said, I will stand by you to the end. I won't leave. God won't leave me. He never has. I won't leave you. My wife was a miracle to me. She was a blessing to me. I prayed for her, and he gave me her. And so that was one of the greatest miracles besides my children that he's ever given me. So I would stand by that miracle. And so we immersed ourselves in God's word, Bible studies, church, focusing our kids on little Bible studies with them, anything that we could do to build our faith, focusing on healing,
we were just searching for faith and healing in every way that we could.
Can you elaborate a little bit on these past couple of months, even how the community has wrapped around you and the kids, and just kind of your experience with this past couple of months?
Once my wife passed away in July, she passed away July 11th, so many more people came in and started to help. I was trying to get my children into a grief camp, and that's when I started noticing an issue with my eye. My retina started to detach. And so I had to go for surgery shortly after her passing, and I had to be face down for 11 days. People stood up, came to my home, stayed with me all day long for the most part, cleaning, preparing meals, playing with my children, taking them places, helping out with their school shopping and everything. I was blown away. I just honestly, I have never seen so many people, and I know it was all God. God provided every bit of those blessings to me and my family.
At River Ridge, we actually have this thing that we do that's called the Dollar Club, that we ask everybody once a month just to throw in an extra $1, and we just try to find someone in the community that we can just be a blessing to. So I actually have a check for you today for $3,714.
God bless you guys. This is what I mean. This is what I mean.
God is there. He will not leave you. You must stay. You cannot base your faith on your circumstances, because none of us are deserving. I'm undeserving of this. I'm undeserving of anything that He's given me, but He has given it to me because He is faithful. He keeps His promises. He keeps His promises.